Hey everyone, welcome to COPICafe episode 39. We're excited to be here with you today. Dang, I was so excited with that intro that my dog got up and he's going to look for a toy to throw to me. So hopefully that's not in the audio. We got Rob Gregg here, Josh Jones, and some cool
Right.
little updates for you today. Should be a quick episode, hopefully. But
Yep.
we're glad to be here and glad to tell you what's going on with Copi Cornucopias. So, Rob, what are you drinking today, sir?
Yeah. So today, I'm just going to grab this. I've already made it. I'm having real fruit, double strength apple and blackcurrant.
You've made it. What do you mean you made it? Oh,
Well, I don't have a tap on tap,
gotcha.
and I'm gonna, apple blackcurrant and a banana.
A banana. Okay,
Banana. Banana.
that's great. So we're
Lovely,
bringing food and snacks now to Kopi
lovely
Cafe.
banana. Yeah. Why not?
Huh.
Helps with the hangover.
All right. All right. Notice anything new about my realm?
Yes. You now have a, a new image behind you.
I do. Got a image. It's from Entheos AI. We got it at CNFT Con. I think you've
Yep.
got one behind you as well.
Yep.
See if you can make your finger hit it. It's not easy to do because the camera's reversed.
Somewhere I had it then.
Messes with your brain.
Yeah.
Anyway, so mine's just some abstract trees, like just I don't know if there's people in it. Are there people in that? Oh yeah, there's a dude. There's a little dude right there. I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
what dude's doing.
It looks like something from Avatar. I watched that movie again the other day.
Yeah, dude, you're right. Wait, did you watch the new one or
No,
the?
I haven't watched that yet. The old one.
Okay, so the new one is freaking awesome.
Have you watched it?
Loved it. Yeah, 3 hours long. It is a time
Yeah.
commitment. Be ready to take a bathroom break. But I thought it was excellent. Really amazing graphics work in there, and everything they're doing is very impressive. The plot was okay,
No spoilers.
but it was enjoyable. It was
Mm.
beautiful beauty in what people are creating there. So, in case you're wondering, I haven't announced my drink yet.
Yeah. What are
Maybe
you
we should
drinking,
leave
Josh?
everybody hanging.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Um, it's really exciting as usual. Water.
Oh, well, what's that cup?
This is Cabo Bob's, man. I would take you next time you come to Austin, but you're
Burrito.
like weird about Tex-Mex food.
Yeah, but I
I'm
eat
not.
it.
I think we're gonna have to convert you sooner or later.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's good. It's just
I tried
they
a
do
bit of
burritos,
sushi.
huh?
I tried a bit of sushi. I like
Sushi.
some of. I
What
like
does
some of
sushi
it.
have to do with Tex-Mex?
Just trying new foods.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm.
This is in the new category to you.
Yep.
I feel bad for you guys in the UK. You're like food variety deprived. We gotta like next time you come to Austin, we're gonna try two new palettes.
Okay.
Maybe we go get some Ethiopian food or African food or something weird
Yep.
that you've never had. Have you ever had Thai food?
Um, I believe I probably have. I can't remember. I would
Seems like
probably
you have
remember.
like meat and
Maybe not.
potatoes type dishes in the UK, and then you've got Indian. You've got guys have great Indian food
Yeah.
there.
I
That's
had a
for sure.
steak last night. I had a nice sirloin. That was
Steak,
good.
yeah,
We went out
that's
for a
good.
meal, birthday meal.
I believe a Wagyu steak is going to be my Friday night. I've worked real hard
Yeah.
in the gym and on work all week, cheat meal kind of thing.
I
So
had one
I'll
of
have
those
a
in America. That was really nice.
well, I made a Wagyu steak for you when you guys came to
Yeah.
my place. What did you
Yeah.
think?
On the
What'd you
barbie.
think?
It was really nice.
Yeah, very, very
Huge as well.
solid. All right, let's get this kicked off. Let's get this party started. Mobile update. We'll
Mm.
start with the what might be bad news for some. I don't think it's bad news at all, really.
The
We're
bombshell.
despite the image we showed last week, which the image we showed was revealing of a significant amount of real solid progress that we're making. in the mobile game, but we've decided to table it for right now. And the reason is this: we have three people that we can capture and pull over that we're working on the mobile game and get them more integrated with moving the racing game along faster, moving Solace along faster. And that's where our primary promises to community are, in terms of utility of these different assets like land and NFTs and things like that. The mobile game is an important piece of what we're doing because it captures such a large market share eventually that we'll be able to bring over and integrate with the main game. And so there's a variety of things that we're looking at doing there. The good news is that we have developed a mobile game.
Mhm.
We've developed testing processes with that and refined our testing process. We've improved our mobile dev on developing on Unreal Engine 5, which is fantastic. So we've got a very integrated feel now where we're going to be able to move things along more quickly, and we will continue with the mobile game when the timing is right and we feel like we've really solidified some of these other things. Any comments you have on that, Rob?
Well, I mean, the beauty of that mobile game, because we now built it within UE5, and we're only a month or so into that build, is that those blueprints can be used within the main game. And Declan's done such a good job of building the new UE5 mobile game that we thought it's would be a shame just to release this, to create kind of like a lower powered art version of this for a mobile, when we can use the full power of UE5 and have that game somewhere else within our main PC. That's all I'll say, within our main game. So none of that code has been wasted whatsoever. But yeah, we also noticed that because now Declan and the team are more integrated, that there was keeping your ears to the ground. David was having some extra meetings with Declan to bring him up to speed in how UE5 works, and Jim was, and some of the other team. So we were kind of noticing that some resources were slightly moving over to be on the mobile, and that wasn't the point of the mobile at all. The mobile was supposed to be this small team. So now that we've moved those resources over to the main game, it means that we're kind of not leaking skills into the mobile, into leaking work and time into that mobile game. So therefore, everybody is back on full time, but working on the metaverse
Yeah, it
game.
just allows for more synergy with our
Mhm.
team and a more rapid development
Yeah.
in terms of things like Solace and NFTs that have been sold, that we want to give people, our
Mhm.
community, utility for as quickly as we can, which is
Yeah.
very excited. That brings us to our next topic, which is the racing game.
Mhm.
I want you guys to know what we're doing with in that last point is part of this point. We want to release anything that we release needs to be paramount quality, AAA type quality. What we're doing with the racing game is remarkable. We're breaking it down. Like, we're looking at every single detail right now. You've done thorough planning on the reward systems and the seasons and the tournaments. We're looking at the braking system. There's three different types of braking systems within the vehicles
Can you
that'll be
remember them?
able to be utilized in the racing game. Like, that's when you start to get into the refinement that
Mhm.
allows you to, you know, navigate this racetrack and improve. What's your strategy for? I'm only going to be on turn number 2. I'm only going to be using the reverse thrusters or whatever, because so you start to get
Yeah.
strategy and elements that allow for this continual improvement. And we're breaking down the gears into or the parts of the vehicle and the upgrades into all of these different upgrades that you could do with your vehicle and different fun stuff like that. Sponsorship, um, that's something for the leak image later. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it more on the leak image. We have some really fun stuff happening there. So
And the afterburners, don't forget that.
the afterburners, yes sir,
Mhm.
the afterburners, the custom UI for your tooling, like your speed and temperature and things like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be unique per the vehicle that you're driving. So if you're in a GTI Javelin, it has one UI that feels like home to you. You know, this
Yep.
is your tools that you're looking at during the race. If you're in a bubble jet, it has its own UI. Some of the new vehicles that'll be coming out with the racing sale have their own. The point there being paramount quality. We want to launch a AAA, and we are going to launch AAA quality graphics in game for you guys. So that's the first thing that you'll get to experience from Cornucopias. We are concerned that the racing game doesn't create the perception that Cornucopias is just a racing,
Hmm.
project. But
Yep.
so we'll have different things that we need to do to incorporate into that, so that people realize that no, this is only one small element of what Cornucopias is doing.
Yep.
But
But
yeah,
what it also,
I'm fired up about it.
but what it's let's not forget though, while we're building this racing game, the majority of elements that are going into that, we're actually building for the metaverse as well. So there'll be a reward system in there. There
Yep.
will be points and milestones for people to build. There'll be multiplayer in there. There's a desktop launcher in there. There will be some leaderboards, but leaderboards are all powered via APIs. And then there's a lot of back office testing that will happen with that and with the community as well. So a lot of the stuff that is being built for the racing game is directly going to be usable as well for the metaverse game. So we've definitely not lost focus on the metaverse whatsoever. That
Not at all.
that is
And I
coming
think you
along
make a
really, really well, and we'll have a few leaks about that later on as well.
you have a really good point there. All of this stuff being done in parallel. That's why we're also trying to give
Mhm.
you updates on COPICafe on the different projects that are going on a weekly basis, because all these things are happening at the same time. But the importance of that point, of how, for example, the reward system will scale to other parts of the game, is that we're laying. We've gone incredibly fast with what we've developed,
Yeah.
but it's only going to get faster. And the reason I say that is things
Yeah.
like the reward system. Now that foundation is laid, we've gone through the iterations back and forth. We make
Mhm.
minor tweaks to what we bring into the rest of the game, but that makes that next step for us that much faster. Another example of that would be the work that David's done that we haven't been able to show you guys yet. But the entrance area where you park your bubble jet when you go to Solace,
Yeah.
the travel system to get you to the lobby area, and then the travel system to get you where you want to go within Solace. That whole system replicates to the next Solace
Yep.
and to the next, even to Esperanza, but the branding and the look and feel will change a little bit for Esperanza. So when we say it starts to scale, the long part is laying all these foundational elements. All the art for Solace has been produced at this point.
Yeah.
It'll be used for Solace too. So we just have to lay that out, but it speeds things up as we go.
Yep.
Additionally, bringing on and developing the team members. So we'll eventually later this year have 4 junior developers working on Solace sectors alone. Then we'll
Yeah.
have another 4 working on Esperanza sectors alone. So that speeds things up. Laying the foundation is the long part. Even though we've gone incredibly fast, it's only speeding up from here. So that's the point I wanted to make there.
Yeah, and I
The
think you mentioned the Solace 2. That's TWO. I think I think we're definitely in the planning stage. We may have started the build on that. I'd have to check that. But yeah, that's very, very
Well,
close.
started the build in terms of the fact that we have tons of assets for it.
Yeah.
We might have started the build on it, but we have tons of assets. So the initial work, you get a long way fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Then the longer, harder part of the stage of the development is the refinement, which is what we're utilizing that grid system for. Go
Yeah.
to, B52. You made the funny joke last week. Go to section 113. You got one on that?
113.
Yeah. Because that doesn't exist. A13,
A13.
A12,
A13. That's
A1, A1 sauce,
A13.
brown sauce.
No, I'm trying to. I thought you might be putting a little Easter egg in there. What's the number
No,
that's
there's no
always
Easter egg.
used in Pixar movies? Is that A13?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Okay,
No,
but
what got me excited, and I actually saw you and Matt got quite excited about this as well, because on on Tuesday in our weekly meeting, all the team gets together and we have kind of like a show and a tell. And Tobias showed off some of the work that he's been building in Solace of like a cave system where
oh
you
yeah,
can go through the water and yeah, and
yeah,
that was quite a massive area. And I don't know if you mentioned it then, but were you talking about scavenger hunts? But then I saw a lot of chatter later on between you and Matt getting excited about the scavenger hunts. And
well, yeah, because it's this giant explorable land, right? It's
yeah,
40 minutes to walk across on the X and Y axis on either way. That means there's so much exploring to do, right?
yeah,
And just that alone is fun, as beautiful as we've made it. But now, if it's like, hey, when you're out exploring, you could find one of these items. These are
yeah.
13 items that we want you to go and find. I mean, that's a low hanging fruit for a great game for people to go, just explore and find stuff. But obviously, there's
Yeah.
so much more to what we're building. But yeah, I mean, that
But
was
that
just a
cave
low
set,
hanging
yeah, I
fruit.
mean, it was
We
quite
gotta we gotta move to the next topic though,
okay.
because we're tight. What is there something you really? What did you
No,
want to?
I was just going to say to get to that cave system, you're going to have to either swim or a canoe or who knows.
Yeah,
It's not something you're just going to stumble across.
no, that's a good point. But they will the community will all update each other on how to get there, and things will
Yeah,
happen that enables people to find certain things. For the scavenger hunt, it'll be fun
yeah.
to do something like once one person finds it, it moves to a new location for the next person
It'll be
or something
crazy.
like
All
that.
the YouTube videos. Here's how you
Yeah,
get to this location and do this. Yeah, and
yeah.
they discovered that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll change it up. Okay. So we've done the mobile update. We've done the racing game update. Little updates on Solace. I mean, that's just moving along greatly. We're going to be adding 4 new devs for that probably in about 3 months, something like that, when we're
Mhm.
ready
Yeah.
to bring them on and train them. It'll be junior devs to speed up the sector production, and then that'll
This is
carry
the
over to
beauty of
pros.
bringing some of the mobile team over is they're
Mhm.
already trained up. They know our company well. They know how we work. Yeah,
Yep.
so that they're up to speed.
Yeah. Agreed. So the final updates, I'll cover some of the website and Copious Academy and stuff like that. All of that moving forward quickly. Website, where we should have the internal team testing and doing the last minute refinements and quality checks
Mhm.
next week, I believe. So they're deploying that to the staging environment right now, and so then we'll do internal feedback and refinement from the, all the little tiny fixes and little tweaks there that'll start next week, and then hopefully we'll launch the new website. I'd say probably 2 to 3 weeks, somewhere around there.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
MVP version, but it's
Yeah.
going to MVP is night and day better than what we have right
For
now. So it's
February. Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
super stoked about that. Copious Academy is moving along. That's not final that's the brand name for that, but that's going to be our gamification of education platform. Things are looking amazing there. Constantly looking at that. The NFT marketplace is coming along. Just so much under the hood that you guys are. I can't wait to reveal and
Yeah,
show.
there's lots of stuff that we're working on that we just can't tell you at the moment, especially to do with the racing game and the website and the marketplace. And yeah,
Yeah,
they'll
just
be
look for a
coming
lot of
soon.
good stuff. I mean, there's just so much. This is a year of delivery. It's the year of the corn.
Yep.
Um,
Year of the corn.
yeah, just a lot that's going to happen this year for us, and I'm really pumped about it. I actually had a call with one of our advisors earlier this morning where David came in and we showed him around Solace,
Oh yeah.
and we showed him some of the stuff that we haven't shared with the community yet, but the logistics system for getting into the domes and all of that.
Wow.
Blown away. He was like, "Oh my gosh, this is yeah." So it's really fun because you talk to people like that are talking to so many projects that they've been a part of and building, because they're like a launcher of projects, and it
Yeah.
was the Master Ventures group that I was talking to,
Kyle.
and they get perspective from from what's happening in the industry, and they're just really encouraged to see people in the bear market that are just building and building like we are, and
Yeah.
so he was real positive about what we've got going on. So that was good to have that call. All right, we got a meme winner.
Yes.
We
We had
won't
a,
show the meme, but
the
go
year
to
of the.
our Twitter. It's the pinned tweet right now. What would you say about it? Do you like that one? Were you happy with the winner?
Um, yeah, I thought all four entries were really strong. It's not
Yeah,
the winner was. It's not the one I voted for, but you can only vote for one of them.
yeah, yeah.
um,
I thought they were too. Go to our Twitter, check out the meme winners,
yeah,
share it, like it. It's the year of the corn, guys. Let's keep
yeah.
these memes going. We're gonna
They were all really happy. I was quite pleased as well that Empire, she came second. Um, must have put in maybe about 100 different memes. So it was it was fitting that
there's so many
the
memes.
winner.
I really encourage you guys in the community, just go to Twitter and do a search for the hashtag year of the corn.
Yep.
So
And I don't. This might be an announcement or not, but we are giving away the fourth prize as well, aren't we?
yeah, I don't know if we announced that publicly yet. No,
I
because
don't
that
think
was
we have.
discussed in a team meeting. That
Yeah.
was your suggestion. I fully agree with it.
So
It's great.
everyone's a winner.
Yeah, everyone's a winner. Well, not everyone that made one, but hey, you know what? You're a winner because we're going to try to display as many of those that we can this year, and just to be a part of collectively creating, with our
Yeah.
community. That's what that was this project and what we were doing. I've seen some other people have taken on they've seen what we're doing, and so other groups are doing meme contests, which is it's cool. It's
Yeah.
an endearment. It's a compliment. They like the
Yeah.
idea. Great. Um,
Copy
so
copy. We don't mind copy copy.
we don't mind at all. Please, it's endearing. We love that. So 3 questions from the community. That's next up.
Okay.
You want
Question
to
one.
answer 'em? Or do you want me to
Yeah.
handle 'em? Huh?
Well, I don't have it on my screen.
It's
I
not
I
on. It's
close
not on.
I close all the applications down because it makes this streaming go slower.
Yeah, we need to figure that out for your
Yeah.
PC. All right. When is the map land grab? When is the map and the land grab? I'll take that question.
Go for it.
Um, and then I'll give you get the other 2 questions,
Okay.
Rob. Maybe I'll just sit quiet. I don't know. I might have to interject. Sometimes it's hard for me to not talk. All right. So, when the map and land grab. You know what? I would love to do that next month. But the reality is, we
Mhm.
wanted to get something in your hand, which is the racing game, to get some utility for those vehicles, and that's a smaller scale project that we get to get in the community's hands quickly. Doesn't mean we're not working on the land grab. Like Solace is
Mhm.
in full steam ahead. So we are targeting for later this year something with a map and some sort of land grab release. I don't know if we'll hit that target, but like I said, we are scaling up. We're going to be adding on 4 to 8 new junior developers. So that should help significantly with that. And then we did just pull over a programmer that would be able to work on the land plots within Solace. And so we are moving as rapidly as we can, very efficiently through the process of getting that in your hands. But
Yeah.
I really don't want to say a date.
It's
It's
difficult
very
because
important to us that we get that in your hands.
it is difficult because we've not just kind of sold random land or little squares that we have to actually build out the land and figure it out still in UAE5 how many plots we're going to have per district. So we don't actually know how many solaces there's going to be yet. There might be solace one, two, three, four,
And the
five.
reason you say that is because of performance. We
Yeah,
have to see
yeah,
how
we're,
many
we're pushing it as
plots.
much as we can.
Right. We have to test the performance of that sector, make sure
Yeah,
that we're delivering on top quality. And if we have to go down in the number of plots that we had projected, that means we would have to do one more solace or whatever. But that's
yeah.
okay. All of that is because our vision is to bring you top quality, and
Mhm.
you're going to get a land plot that's its own unique feel. Like our
Yeah.
entire all of these environments that we're creating are worth exploring. They're all different. It's not like everybody gets the exact same land plot.
Yeah,
It's
no,
very
that's
unique.
a good point. Solace 2 will not be the same layout as Solace 1 and Solace
Correct.
3 will be they're all complete
Yep.
built built from scratch. A lot of the items are hand placed down. Some of them procedurally generated, but a lot of them are hand placed, and then they have to be tested to make sure you can get in and out of these places, and
Yeah.
it works really well from a player's point of view, and
Yeah.
all the other elements. So yeah, it is time consuming, but I mean the products speaks for itself. When you're walking around Solace, or when you see some of these leaks that we're about to show you of Solace, I
Yeah.
mean,
And the leak quality, so we've shared videos via YouTube.
yeah,
The quality it's great there, but it's not quite
no,
as close. And for example, of like the iPhone footage of people playing in Solace
yeah,
at CNFT
not the
Con,
same.
even that doesn't do it justice. But when you're standing at CNFT Con or sitting and exploring Solace, you're getting the best example of the quality of what we're
Yeah,
doing. 4K, 60 frames per second. It's freaking remarkable. And like the quality is
and
through the roof. And so that just
but
takes
I
that takes
also
time.
know that since David's put in this new mesh system, that
Oh,
the
it's sped things
quality
up.
has actually gone up.
Oh
It's
yeah,
gone up as
absolutely.
well.
Quality's gone up
So
and
yeah,
efficiency and speed of development has gone
yeah.
up. And so the
I think we're
like I
getting
said
close.
in the beginning, all of this stuff is the foundation. That's the slow part. We build upon that and it
Yeah.
speeds up. And so it is for that reason somewhat hard to predict timing, but yeah, we're working hard behind the scenes to make this happen. We really want to make it happen as quickly
I'd
as
like to
possible.
get more video leaks out as well, but they take a
Oh, we
lot more
will.
time
That's
to
gonna be
produce.
happening. There will be
But
a lot more content coming out with the
yeah,
racing game and with Solace when we start internal testing. Matt
yeah.
will be able to make more videos. We'll get Callum set up for some of those videos too. It'll be great. So next question is the release date of the OG, the annual OG vehicle. And I'm
Oh,
going to say that I don't know the exact date of that, but we are targeting releasing that around the launch of the racing game and the first NFT sale of this year, which will be coming in like late March, early April, somewhere around there.
mm,
We're going to launch the racing game and do an NFT sale around that same time period. And so that's also when the OG vehicle would be released as well. But man,
the
that
OG
event,
vehicle.
it's going to be
Yeah.
so, yeah, it's going to
I
be
remember
amazing.
the OG vehicle is free, transaction fees,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
free to the OGs.
correct, correct. Um,
It's going to be.
and
It's not going to be an existing
It's
NFT.
also gonna be a
That's
very whittled down OG, so there's gonna be less
oh,
of this
yeah.
because what we're gonna
Need
do
to
is
prune them.
we're gonna do, hey, if you're an OG, you got 2 weeks to respond to this form that you're still active, and then we're
Yep.
gonna evaluate everybody that's in there. So that group will get whittled down a little bit through that process. Again, there's always opportunities for those that are contributing value in our community to become OG, and that's
Yep.
information that's
Well,
included in our Discord.
OGs will grow, but first we need to do some pruning. You know,
Yep.
we know there's a lot of inactive ones. Looking at some previous mints, they've
Mhm.
all there's been a lot of waiting around. Where are these OGs? Don't they
Yeah, a
realize
lot of
they're
people
getting
come in when it's hot and everything's
a lot?
euphoria in the bull market. It's
Yeah,
everybody's just having a party, and they lose interest when it's so that's the natural thing that happens in a bear market like we're in. But man, our community is still incredibly engaged, so it's
yeah.
awesome to see that. But we do need to whittle that group down. Last question, and then we'll go on to our leak. Uh, challenge a friend. Oh, can you challenge a friend? Set up your own custom race when we release the racing game. I think it's a great question,
Yeah.
and it's what do you say, Rob?
Well, I think we are definitely gonna we're looking at launching the racing game with multiplayer. An element will be part of it. So the leagues won't be well they'll kind of be, but there'll be a single player race where you're in a league, and there'll also be multiplayer, maybe for fun to begin with, while we figure out the performance, because we don't want people racing in leagues if you have lag time. So we've got to do a lot of testing there.
Yeah,
Um, but there's quite a lot of other custom elements as well that we're looking at, maybe custom leagues. Um, I'm not going to say too much on that, but that'll be yeah, that'll be pretty pretty good if we pull them off as well.
All right, here we go. Let's get us over to some of these leaks and start sharing the beautiful artwork we've got going on here.
Leaky, leaky.
Leaky, leaky. Okay. Well, look at that. Remarkable. This
Yeah,
is a section of Solace.
yeah, it looks. I mean, that just looks like a photograph somebody's taken, doesn't it?
Yeah, incredibly it's just beautiful, artwork. You could literally imagine yourself walking up and spending the day there and fly fishing in that stream, or whatever may be going on that we have as an option.
Canoeing, maybe.
Huh?
Canoeing, maybe.
Canoeing, yeah.
Hang gliding. Did I just make that up? Pretty sure it's good.
Hand gliding would be awesome. I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is an example of all the tooling that we've built to make things more efficient and build more quickly, but the power of UE5, Unreal Engine 5, and just having an amazing, talented team all working together to really make all of these images come to life. All of the different sections, the many sections of Solace that takes 40 minutes to walk across, they're bringing them to life and improving each area one by one.
Yeah.
We're going through each segment.
That tree on the right, that looks like it's had an elephant on the top of it. Do you know how you get an elephant up a tree?
Oh gosh, I know that this is going to be sadly not funny.
You just
How?
you just let it sit on an acorn and wait for it to grow. There's another one.
So bad. That's so bad. All right, here's another scene from Solace. Now you're looking at the waterfall. I believe is way back behind that. This is much further away. It'd take a while to get to the waterfall from here. Probably a 30-minute hike. But this is another beautiful, epic scene. And this tree has definitely had a little wind shear. But yeah, the trees are all unique. There's a lot of there's procedurally generated, but there's a real solid amount of variety in all of our trees, which is very cool.
Yeah, and in the distance we can see the hot air balloons, and then at the front there, in the bottom left, is a really cool campsite. Something's going on down there.
Yep. People camping, enjoying the Cornucopia space, enjoying the Solace sunsets. Oh boy, Siri, my Apple Watch starts to talk to me just randomly now. So I need to work.
Yeah, that campsite looks a little bit upgraded from 2 trees and a hammock. It's probably level 2.
Yeah, quite
level
a bit
2
better.
of survival.
Quite a bit better for sure. I agree. Well, let's take a look at what's next here. Oh,
Whoa!
The COPICafe vehicle. What are you drinking, Rob? Well, we already know, but
yeah. So this is the free vehicle. However, it's got some custom livery on it, or custom stickers.
yeah, this is foreshadowing of what we are going to have available for sponsorship packages, customization of your vehicle in the future, where you could add to the wrap, you could create your own wrap, that sort of thing that goes on to the vehicle. Definitely we'll get sponsorships and things. And, so for example, maybe McLaren wants to get their branding on these cars because they're getting, when we've got 2 million people playing the racing game and esports, 5 different esports leagues are competing and all sorts of stuff. And they know that they could get 100 million impressions over the year or whatever the numbers are, with the number of races we have, they're going to get that many impressions of their brand. It becomes a powerful thing that we can offer to them, which also gets their community aware of what we're doing here into this game. And it could be a lot of potential there. But I'm obviously talking really big, but hey, this is where we're going.
I can see teams and guilds putting their brands and logos on there as well.
Yes.
And we have team racing.
Yep, absolutely. Teams, guilds, all sorts of fun stuff. Cardano NFT projects could sponsor
Mhm.
it. We've got Meld that's going to do their own wrap.
Yep.
So a lot
Well,
of
the wrap, that wrap is a level on top of this, isn't it? This is kind of like small bits of stickers and livery. I think the wrap is going to be a bit more involved.
if you're talking
Depends
about
what
a
tools
custom
we've got.
wrap, so David had made it possible for us to do the type of thing where it's a very basic, add your logo or something like
That's
that.
what they've done.
Yes,
Yeah.
he'd made that, but then there could be more advanced type partnerships that's not available to everyone unless you are, really participating in a
Yeah.
certain way where we do a custom wrap build.
Yeah, having
Just
said that, this looks a little bit more than just a sticker because we've got the writing down the side and we've got some
yeah, he's
colors.
changed the
Yeah,
look of the yeah.
yeah, this could be a full wrap.
This is more like a custom wrap. But
Mm,
the point being is that the technology is set where he can embed that
yeah,
image into the mesh in a very simple way for a lot of one-off type deals where it's just like, yeah,
yeah,
I want to put my picture on there or whatever. And then we can obviously do more advanced, further like a full wrap design, which
mhm.
takes a lot of it takes more hours and more development time, but
Yeah, there'll be so much customization available in the future.
yeah.
Even this out the blocks
Yeah,
is way more advanced than we'd imagined a few months ago. Yeah,
absolutely.
this is
We've had
not
a yeah.
not just a sticker on top of it. There's lots more stuff under the hood going on here.
Yeah, and just looking at the vehicle upgrades and all the things that we're planning
Mhm.
out right now and the different systems that you can and how we're gonna build that up over time. The vision for the racing game is pretty solid. I think we're
Yeah,
gonna have something very special. And obviously, we're starting with a MVP, which is definitely we're not going to release anything that we're not confident in and proud of.
no,
Um, but because each thing that we put out, it represents our brand and it needs to be, paramount that it's high quality and a great experience as much as possible. Obviously, we're going to do a lot of testing, a lot of debugging, and it's just going to take time to really build this game up to where we want it to be. But the first iteration, I'm pretty pumped about. We're going to have an amazing racing game for
yeah,
sure. They've gotten a lot figured out with the physics over the last couple of weeks, which is great. The
yeah.
hovering vehicle and the aspects of, they're talking about the different braking types and three different brake types. And you saw that image that they sent where we're breaking down all the different specs of the vehicle
Hmm.
and giving it all. This is what gives you that ability to really strategize around how you're going to go around the track. What vehicle is going to be the best for this type of track? What type of braking do I want to use on turn number two? All of these different things come into play for improving and getting better and better at having a great racing time. I can't wait to see what the guys that played the old version of the game in CNFT Con there were a few guys that were just like remarkable. They were just getting these insanely
Super fast.
yeah,
Yeah,
super fast. But I can't
yeah,
wait to see what they say when it requires a little bit more of them. You got to use the right brakes on this turn, or you got,
yeah. You didn't need any brakes on that last course, but I mean now you'll have brakes, you'll have afterburners, you'll
yeah.
have other stuff that we're putting in that we're not announcing. Yeah, there'll be lots of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of new stuff. Well, hey, that's it for the leaks for today. Hopefully, you guys enjoy that. Yep, you will definitely see Rob and I out racing in the COPICafe vehicle one of these days, hopefully, very soon.
Yep.
And until next time, have a wonderful day, and we will see you soon.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.